Once upon a time, there was a little pine tree, and this little pine tree stood in the forest, and he looked at all the other trees in the forest. Beside him was a maple tree. On the other side of him was a birch tree, and there was an elm tree and an ash tree, and right across from him stood an aspen tree. This was a beautiful tree with white bark, and it had green, beautiful leaves in the summertime. And the little pine tree would look down at his pine needles, and he'd look up all the other trees, and he'd look down at his pine needles, and he'd look up at all the other trees with their leaves, and he'd think, "Oh, no, no, I'll never be as beautiful as all the other trees in the forest. They all have beautiful leaves, and all I have are pine needles. I'll never be as beautiful as all the other trees in the forest. Oh, if only I had gold leaves, just like the aspen tree has in the fall. Maybe I'd be just as beautiful as all the other trees in the forest. That's what I'll do. I'll wish for gold leaves." So the little pine tree closed his eyes, and he wished, and he wished, and he wished, and he wished so hard he fell asleep. And lo and behold, the next morning when he woke up, he looked down at his branches and he said, "Look, look, I have gold leaves just like the aspen tree has in the fall. And aren't they beautiful? Now I'm just as beautiful as all the other trees in the forest, and I'm so happy." But his happiness didn't last very long, because pretty soon a man came into the forest, and the man saw these gold leaves, and he was very attracted to the gold leaves. And he went up to the little pine tree, and he picked one of the leaves, and he looked at it. And not only was it gold in color, but it was made out of pure gold. So the man took all the leaves off the little pine tree, he stuffed them in a bag, and he walked out of the forest with the leaves.